Hello viewers, we're back in WindRose. I've been playing a lot of this lately. It's a very popular demo. I got my little camp set up on the beach here. Been doing some upgrades to my gear, and I'm going to do some mining. Now first thing is I'm going to show you where we are on the map, and then we'll go into a little bit of detail about why I chose this location. So this is the second island, the one with the shipwrecks on it, and where you find the actual shipwreck that you have to repair is, I believe, in this location here. I'm at the southernmost mining area. I've set up a camp just down on the beach close to it, and I'll explain my reasoning when we get up there. So you got the northmost copper deposits in the cave, and then you got the south ones, and I'm going with the south ones. So first thing is we'll run up to the mine and I'll kind of show you a little bit about what I've done. I don't really want to mix it up with this, apparently I do, with this stupid dodo. But he's determined that he's going to die right now. Like I needed more bird meat. So I'm going to go drop that just to make a little bit more space, and I'm going to take these, and I'll show you why in a few minutes. So we're going to drop off the bird meat, and we're going to drop off the feathers. And this is a little prefab hut that I've done a little bit of an add-on to. Added a bunch of stuff for more comfort. And I don't know where my spawn point is set, so I'm going to make it here. Now, assuming that you don't have a cabin just down the hill from it, what I've done is earlier on, I put a tent just outside of the cave. You can't put it inside the cave. And I set that as my respawn point. That's because there's enemies in here that will try to kill you. They're not especially friendly. So stuff is respawned here. And I've also segmented off some of the rooms with these stone blocks. And the reason for that is because when you start mining, you will at some points have the drowned respawn in here. And I prefer not to have them come up on me when I'm not really ready for combat. So we got a decent amount of inventory space. We're going to start mining here. And a bunch of copper ore. Now I still got some wood. When you drop stuff, it doesn't automatically pick it up. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to build a torch. These are quite handy for seeing what you're doing without burning through fuel on your lantern. And eventually, you run into a situation where you got all sorts of ore on the roof, but you can't reach it. So, how much stone do I actually have? Only 4. That's not great. Let's see if I have more in the basket here. I do. I have 31. But I do not have any charcoal. Now ideally what you want to do is you want to bring charcoal up here, deposit it into the basket, and then you can use your smelting furnace to just start cranking out the ore that you've got and empty your inventory into that. I'm going to take this and I'm going to run back down to the beach, and I'm going to start some of that stuff cooking. In fact, I might already have some in the kiln. No. So let's cut down some trees, get some wood. Something that a lot of people don't realize is you can actually chop at the tree stump while you're waiting for the falling animation to happen and get a little bit more wood. And it doesn't leave those unsightly tree trunks all over the place. Okay, 28 wood. We'll get a little bit more. Okay, so that's a decent amount, 39. And I'm going to throw it all into here. And now I have to wait. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to head back up to the mine. I'm going to show you the alternate system that you can use. Oh, sorry, no, I'm going to show you the regular system you should use. So we have 35 rocks or stones. So go back down to this room, pick up any additional stuff, and I'm going to the build menu, and we'll choose floors and walls and stone. And I'm going to start setting stone blocks. Now you will need to give yourself like a little step to get up on top of those. And then we can go out of build. We can use the pick. Make room to jump up here. Did not clear enough space. Okay, this is why I usually like to put a few more of these blocks down. Because it can be immensely annoying when you can't get up there. Now I find that 2 layers of these things high will let you reach any of your roof deposits. And then we're going to put some more of them down that we can stand on. So back into build menu. And I'm trying to put them up where I can walk on them, not down on the floor. And of course you will quickly run out of stones, even though you get a ton of stone while you're mining. Okay, and now here we are down here where we can't get back out again. And we cannot jump high enough to reach up there. So once you've done all the mining you can then go into delete mode and you can start recovering your stones. Now I can jump back on top of here. I can switch back out of delete mode. Okay, and then back out of build mode. And we've completely done the room. Now, the little stones across the entrance there are because you will get the drowned respawning, and this gives you warning. They can't cross those things. You can easily jump over them, but they have no way of getting in here. So now that this room is done, I'm going to go into build mode, go back into delete mode. Take back all of my stones. And then I have a decent amount of ore. What do we got? 83 of them. Now I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and run back down to the beach and grab the charcoal that I should have had prepped before I went mining. And it'll be nice when they add gunpowder crafting in the full game, which is apparently what the ash is for. Now, if you do happen to get attacked by drowned, the nice thing about having the tent right here is you can set it for your spawn point and then you don't have far to go back. I've also got a bonfire in here, which will allow me to recover health. So we put our charcoal into here. And then we use our smelting furnace. 1 second, please. My cat is being very insistent about needing my attention right at this moment. There you go, back down on the floor. And you're a happy kitty. And I've got my 10 units of copper refining. And the reason that you would normally want to keep all your charcoal in the basket is because it'll automatically draw from it, and you can set as many to refine as you want to, and then your inventory is empty again and you can go back to mining. Now this particular mine has another level to it. Behind this waste rock you will normally open up other rooms. And I've been down here before, but this stuff recovers. And you've got a bunch more stuff down here. So if you think you've searched everywhere, you probably want to start breaking through these waste rock walls. Now, of course, that gives me a ton of additional stone as well that I can work with. And unless you're actually building with stone, you're probably going to want to keep most of that stuff in the mine for when you're in here and you actually need it. And I believe as long as you're still within range of your bonfire, you'll have access to it through your build menu. Yes, you will. 67 of them. So that's another good reason to put a bonfire in here where it's conveniently located. Anyways, yeah, so you put your smelting furnace in the mine, and you put your kiln out by your camp. Whenever you got wood, you throw it into the kiln if you're not using for other stuff. When the rock and everything starts to respawn in the mine, it'll cover your torches, but it won't destroy them. And these torches allow you to save fuel on your little lantern on your hip there. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a few tips to get larger quantities of ore, which is used for upgrading pretty much everything in the game. You will go through a ton of ore. So yeah, efficient mining makes all the difference. And the reason for putting the smelting furnace here is because each inventory slot can hold 20 ore. And each ingot that you make of copper is 6 ore, which means that each inventory slot, if you're carrying it back to your slot, is only carrying 3 1/3 potential ingots. so better to stack it right up. I thought we maxed out at 20, but apparently it's even more than that. So how many can I carry? So 30 in a stack. So this is potentially times 6, 180 copper ore worth of ore in that one slot. So it makes a huge difference. And the other thing is you can just leave the stuff refining in there until you run out of charcoal or until you run out of ore, and then collect it next time you're here. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hopefully you found it informative. Thanks for watching, and hopefully there'll be more videos about WindRose and other assorted games.